A 19 consumer alert now, so brace yourself for a surge in ransomware attacks in the coming weeks.
Okay. Consumer reporter Jen Picciano explains why now, as opposed to other times, I guess, is such a critical time for these scams. And what you can do, this is important now, to protect yourself.
Buying season is ransomware season. Chris Nihus, a cybersecurity expert and CEO of Cincinnati-based Vigilant, says now is an opportune time for ransomware attackers to use stolen identities because people are spending more money between the onset of back-to-school shopping and high summer travel season.
And they're not looking at their credit card statements as precisely as they would during, say, January to June, right? Where there's a lull, there's not as many holidays, there's not as much travel, and things aren't going to pop up as an anomaly.
Despite alerting their credit card companies to upcoming trips, he says travelers become identity theft victims when they share their trips on social media in real time.
They'll post, I'm traveling to Cancun, I'm traveling to Europe, I'm traveling here. So once you start traveling and now you have, these identities stolen, they watch that. And when you travel to Europe, now they make a purchase in Europe, and you've already told your credit card company that you're traveling to Europe and that everything's going to be fine. So they time this with your movements and what you do, right? And they're very, very good at what they do.
To protect yourself during this heightened activity, he says freeze your credit now by contacting the 3 leading credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, to save yourself from about 90% of the cost and trouble that comes from identity theft. Experts also suggest getting at least $1 million in identity theft protection through your auto insurance provider, because that's how much it costs to recover from identity theft. And when you want to share all those vacation pictures, it's a good rule of thumb to always post the past after you come home from a trip, not in the future or the present. Jen Picciano, 19 News.